Have you ever caught yourself thinking, if only this situation would change, I'd finally be okay? If I had a better job, if that person treated me differently, if this pain would just go away, if life would give me a break. We all do it. We wait. We wait for life to get easier, for people to get kinder, for the storm to pass. And in the waiting, we pray, God, fix this. God, make it stop. God, change them. But what if that's not what God is trying to do right now? What if He's not trying to change the situation around you, but something much deeper, something inside you? You see, God didn't come to earth just to adjust our circumstances. He came to transform our hearts. And maybe, just maybe, what you're walking through right now isn't here to destroy you, but to refine you. Asterisk, let's be honest. Most of us spend our lives waiting for things to get better. We think, if this season ends, I'll be okay if that person apologizes. I can finally move on. If I make more money, get healthier, feel less anxious, then I'll have peace. Then I'll have joy. Then I'll feel whole. But here's the truth no one wants to admit. Sometimes the situation doesn't change. People don't say sorry. The job doesn't open up. The diagnosis doesn't disappear, and we feel stuck. We feel forgotten. We feel like our prayers are just echoing into silence. That's when the deeper question begins to surface. Is God still good, even when life isn't? Because we've grown up with a subtle belief. If things go well, God is with me. They fall apart, maybe He's left me. But friend, that's not how faith works. Jesus didn't promise comfort. He promised transformation. He said, in this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world. John 16:33, you see. Real change doesn't always begin outside. Sometimes it begins right in the place you want to. Escape, in the discomfort, in the delay, in the storm. Maybe what's keeping you stuck isn't your circumstance. It's the belief that your peace depends on it. God isn't just trying to move you out of hardship. He's trying to move something out of you. Fear, bitterness, pride, self-reliance, the things that hold you back even when life goes well. Because until the inside changes, no outside shift will ever feel like enough. Asterisk, what if the breakthrough you're waiting for is already happening but inside of you? You're asking God to change your life. But maybe He's inviting you to let Him change your heart. Because when your heart shifts, everything else starts to look different. Not because the problems vanish, but because you face them differently. Instead of saying, God, fix this person, you begin to pray, God, teach me to love even when it's hard. Instead of praying, God, take this stress away, you begin to say, God, show me how to find rest in you, right here. The world says change happens when your conditions change, but Jesus says, abide in me. Let me transform you from the inside out. And here's the beauty. You don't have to become someone else overnight. You don't need a big revelation or spiritual high. Start small. Ask God, what are you trying to grow in me through this? Then take one step. Practice forgiveness. Tell the truth. Be still with Him, even in the waiting. You'll start to see. It was never just about the outcome. It was always about who you're becoming in the process. Asterisk. Let me tell you about a man named Daniel. He was a worship leader at his church. Strong voice, big smile, full of energy. But behind the scenes, his life was quietly falling apart. His marriage was cold. His finances were drowning. And worst of all, he felt spiritually empty. He kept asking God to fix everything. Change my wife. Open a door. Give me a breakthrough. But nothing changed. Until one day, sitting alone in his car after church, he broke down. No music, no mask, just tears. And he whispered, God, if you're not going to change them, change me.
That was the moment.
Everything started to shift. Not outside, but inside. He stopped trying to control people and started working on his own heart. He began counseling. He apologized to his wife not because she changed, because he finally owned his part. He got serious about prayer, not just as a routine, but as a place to be real with God. He fasted. He journaled. He grew. And slowly healing came. It's not instantly, but deeply. Today, their marriage is still being rebuilt. His finances aren't perfect, but Daniel will tell you, God didn't change my world first. He changed me. And that changed everything. Because when your heart transforms, your whole life begins to follow. Asterisk, maybe God won't change your circumstance today, but He can still change you, your heart, your habits, your hope. Because the goal of faith was never comfort. It was Christ's likeness. And that often grows in the very soil we prayed to escape. So ask yourself honestly, am I waiting for life to change? Or am I ready to be changed? He's already at work, not just around you, but within you. Let Him. If this message stirred something in your heart, comment, Lord, change me first. Share this with someone who's been waiting for change. And take one deep breath today and whisper, Jesus, do in me what only you can do.